Hey guys, J-Man here. Okay, talking about Captain Marvel number 21. Let's get right into it. So this actually concludes the accused storyline. So this is part 4. It's the final one. And spoilers are in effect as always for my most of my videos. This has been the best easy call Captain Marvel storyline of this run, easy. Like there's not even a question. I've really liked this one. So if you are someone who's thinking about maybe getting into Captain Marvel, just get these last few. It's going to be tough to get, I think, maybe not issue 20, but the previous two, 18, 19, might be harder to find now. But they're probably going to go to second printing, or there's always Comixology, which will give it to you for, cover price or whatever it's supposed to be. Loving the art and the colors in this book. These last few have been great. My favorite color is green. So there's a lot of green in this book, which is great. And I'm liking this idea that Carol became the accuser. So basically, there was this city that was destroyed. They thought it was L'Oreal. She turns out to be Carol's sister. And this is her right here. She's absolutely awesome. Normally, I really hate these cheap tactics of she had a sister and we didn't know for 100 years, I know it's a little bit of a cheat. It's sometimes a cheap little ploy. But I don't know. I like the character. So if I like the character, I don't care. Like I'm not really into the reasons why something's created. Sales are down. Let's make Carol the accuser. Let's give her a sister she never knew about. I mean, comics are still a business, so I understand business thinking. But if I like it, I like it. And I really like this character a lot, actually. I think she's great. I would consider getting a figure of her. Great battle here. They're fighting these plant guys, the Kotati or whatever it is. This is an Empire. I didn't read Empire. I'm not going to. There's too many things to read. This is like side reading for me. X-Men is my main focus on this channel. So I'm always going to stick with that. I've even kind of Fantastic Four, some of these other books that I get. I got Ultraman recently. A lot of these are just going to be onto the side right now. I'm going to try to keep this X-Men focused, except for Captain Marvel. And the reason I'm covering Captain Marvel and not something like Detective Comics, which is my favorite comic that I'm reading, and Action Comics, Bendis is leaving, so we'll see how that goes. Superman and Batman are my two favorite characters, and I think they get enough action on their own. A lot of people already talk about Superman and Batman all the time, so you don't need me to talk about it. Plus, Superman and Batman are childhood favorites. I leave that as my leisure reading. I like to cover characters that maybe people don't care about as much, which is Captain Marvel is one of them, even though she had a successful film. The film was not as successful in the fans' eyes as it was maybe monetary, right? So, and some people don't like it or hate it or whatever. So I want to, talk a little bit about that. It's not a topic that people are covering, right? So anyways, mostly X-Men stuff, Captain Marvel on the side. The rest is my leisure reading. I may talk about things here and there, but anyway. Okay, so while they're battling I'm going to show you this picture. It's great. While they're battling the plant guys, they all lose their hammers. So basically, Carol had the hammer of justice, and she split it. Doctor Strange used a spell to split it amongst her friends. So Hazmat got some of it, War Machine, and Spider-Woman. So they all kind of shared that power. Well, they all lost their hammers, or they lost the main hammer, and L'Oreal picks it up right there. And she unites the power, and she becomes, looks like a pretty cool, looks like Green Lantern from Kingdom Come a little bit. And with a little bit of Ronan the Accuser, and Carol even says you look a little bit like Ronan. She looks great. Oh, Green Lantern's a great book as well. I'm a little behind on that. I read all the Grant Morrison stuff, and then it went to Black Stars, and I've read the first couple Black Stars. There's only like 3, I think. So then I'm going to go to Green Lantern season 2, because Green Lantern season 1, if you want to call it, was really, really, really well done. Probably my second favorite comic that I was reading. So they all team up here, you know, fight the bad guys. This is a fight book. Like, there's no storyline here. They're just fighting, which is fine. You know, this is the conclusion. It's a battle, big, huge battle. At the end, she transfers the power back to Carol, but then L'Oreal gets it, and that's it. They meet up again later on. L'Oreal has the power, and they're going to be like, yeah, we're going to go on a new mission. They go visit the grave. They go to visit Carol's mom's grave. So that's cool. That's a nice little moment at the end. And then they're like, we're going to go have some donuts or whatever. So that concludes the Accused storyline. The next one is going to be a new arc. Check it out on, this is very nice. That is really, really pretty. That's really nicely done. So that is it. Concluding my favorite story arc, easy, of this run, for sure. If you're someone who hates Captain Marvel, well, you hate Captain Marvel, so there's probably not going to be any convincing you. If you're teetering and you're kind of like, you know, I don't know about this Captain Marvel, she's overhyped, overpowered, you know, all the regular stuff. Again, try it out. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't, you know. And if you don't like it, that's cool, right? If you don't like the movie, if you don't like the character, if you don't like anything about Captain Marvel, that's cool. And if you do, I want to maybe address people out there who are the movie fans, but then they don't read the comics. And I always try to encourage people to read the books. They are different and they're not the same. And the movie, for me, I enjoy it as a fun movie to just watch or whatever, but it is not a great representation of what Captain Marvel is. They messed up a lot of things in that movie. Like Monica Rambeau, for example, was really given a disservice in that movie, because she was technically before Carol in the Captain Marvel, though Carol was Ms. Marvel prior to that. But the movie is the movie, you know, that's an MCU thing, and there's the MCU fans, and then they just want to be that. But I'm talking about the MCU fans who are not picking these up. If you want Captain Marvel to keep going, it can't just be a movie, right? Because again, the movie's divided. Some people really hate it, right? And some people really hate Brie Larson as well. And some people love Brie Larson. So the movie is the movie. You're not going to get more Captain Marvel stuff if you're only a fan of the movie. You've got to read the books, for better or worse. Pick up some old issues. You know what's, Ms. Marvel's great. I've got Ms. Marvel 1 down in here. The first Ms. Marvel run was great, and even some of the binary stuff later was pretty good too. This story arc is really good. So if they collect it in a trade, pick it up. You know, give some support to Captain Marvel in the books. That's the way to do it, because the sales of the books do not equal the sales of the movies, obviously. But that's the thing that we need the help on, right? So anyway, that's just my thoughts. Again, you don't have to, you know, read the comics if you don't want to. But anyways, if you are reading this, let me know what you think. Did you like this story arc? You know, are you a fan of the movie? Do you think the comics are better than the movie? The answer is yes. Well, my answer is yes. Yours might be different. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on this, guys. All right, thanks so much for watching. Until next time.